Today's video is about religion, right? And everything that religion has to offer. My thoughts on it. This is basically just my opinion, so don't take this too seriously. Um, you know what I mean? Well, take it. Look, take it how you want to take it. I guess But basically, let me tell you a little story, right? So y'all can get the gist of it. So basically, over the past over the past couple years. I want to say starting about, I want to say nine, nah, about 10th grade. I want to say about 10th grade. I had this struggle. This struggle with what religion should I believe in, and I went through a bunch of different religions, bro. I did a whole five. I looked into the 5 percenters. I looked into Islam, looked into their religion. Of course, Christianity. I was raised with in Christianity, so I looked into that. Uh, Looked into being an atheist. Looked into Taoism. Looked into Buddhism. Um, I looked at a bunch of other religions, right? And simply, what I found about religion is that, bro, it's like one of those things to where most religion is simply about morals. So if you just like morally good, then you gonna be okay, right? If you just have good morals, right? Um, but what the thing I realized is that although that's true, almost every religion has like a set of rules in it, right? Like with the Bible, Christianity, you got the whole Ten Commandments ordeal, right? Every religion has its own set of rules to where, of course, you got to be morally good to go to whatever, like the good part of whatever afterlife they have, right? You have to be morally good, right? But at the same time, you got to follow those rules, right? And that literally made me sit back and think. And I was like, bro, if our religions basically have like the same little baseline, then what should I believe in, right? Now this came from a whole little ordeal or whatever when it came to Christianity. I was raised in a Christian household, right? And then I seen problems with it. I seen faults with it, right? I was like, is this what I want to be a part of? And genuinely, there was nothing wrong with what the Bible said. Like, you can go read the Bible front and back. There was nothing wrong with what the Bible said. The only problem was with the people that was involved with Christianity, right? Then that also made me realize every group has just L people. They just like, you can go with the whole Black Lives Matter movement. They have L people that make the entire movement just look bad, right? With the whole LGBT stuff, right? They have bad people to make the whole little thing look. Now, or do they look bad in general? Right. Nah, but they got people that just make the entire thing look bad. Just like with any religion, they have that group of people that makes the entire religion look bad. And especially when you in like the black community, they have so many people that makes Christianity look bad, right? So many people that just makes it look like, oh, it's not good, it's terrible, right? And that's why it pushed me away. Like at one point in time, just looking at it and just like hearing what people gotta say and stuff. And I remember this one song, Joyner Lucas, "Devil's Work," right? He said he afraid to go to church because he afraid of being judged, right? That made me sit back and think. I was like, wait a minute, wait, he on something? Cause like I didn't like church for a multitude of reasons, right? Like a multitude of reasons I didn't like church. And that was one of the reasons because when I went to church, it felt as if I was being judged, right? Like when me and my family went to church, first of all, we was the largest family. Uh, we were loud, right? Uh, like maybe y'all might see, yeah, y'all might. I might share my family a couple of videos and things of that nature. But we were loud, and but that's what this what comes with a big family, bro. Everybody loud. Everybody gotta try to speak over the next person and things and things of that nature, and then everybody in my family, trying to figure out who they are and things like that. Like it was a lot. We went to church, and then growing up, we didn't always have the money. We always had the most money. Like I ain't finna sit here and cap like, oh, we up now. You know what I mean? Nah, I ain't finna say cap like that. But it's like when I was younger, it was definitely bigger when I was younger. We ain't really had nothing. So that led me to do a bunch of different stuff. But that's for a different, all that stuff for a different time. You know what I mean? But just growing up, not really having much. You going to church with all these people, with all these older black people, they looking like they established, and they got their grandkids, they got their kids looking established as well. Like they all look like they just came from money, right? So when you just look back at us, you look like, oh, they have holes in their pants. Why they look like that, And maybe they never like outright like they never like outright said it. Say, oh, you don't look like you belong here, right? It felt like when I walked into the church, it felt as if I didn't belong, right? And then I came from a family who was bad, bro. It was bad. Like at church, niggas would get yelled at. Stop moving, sit down. Why you doing this? Why you doing that? Then it just came from a lot. And then our mom always tried to set this standard to where she wanted us to like as if we were perfect in front of other people. Like behind the scenes, you know, it was a different story. But in front of other people, she wanted to like present us as perfect. So whenever we got in trouble at church or at school or something, it was always like a big ordeal. Like a big ordeal to my mom. To my dad, that's also a different story. It's like to him, it's like a big ordeal, but it wasn't as big, you know what I mean? But when it comes to religion, I have like problems with it. And that like just going to church being judged was the reason I was like, bro, I don't know if I want to do this, bro. And then at the same time, as a jit, you realize that trying to hold up to the standard of any religion is hard. It's hard because in these religions they want you to be perfect. And I know in Christianity there's like, oh, you don't have to be perfect. You can sin and that's okay. But it's like, how much, right? Because I remember growing up, I went to this private school, and then one of the pastors, who was the principal, his teaching was, when it comes to God and Jesus, you have a certain amount of times you can mess up before He just gives up on you, right? You got a certain amount of times you can mess up in your lifetime before He gives up on you. That makes me sit back and think like, I thought He was all forgiving. I thought you can mess up, but And then a part of me was like, well, that makes sense because then people just abuse that fact, right? And that's why it's like uh now I'm a Taoist Christian to where, like I'm a Christian, but at the same time I'm a Taoist, like because being a Taoist is a way of life. So that whole thing, and I love I love the teachings of Taoism. I ain't that deep into Taoism. I ain't that deep into Christianity. Like I ain't that deep into that either. Um, like I know some good. Like you want me to tell you some stories from the Bible? I can give you some good stories that I learned. You know what I mean? But when it comes to Taoism, I remember Jana was telling me about it and teaching me stuff about it and stuff like that. Now I did some research on my own as well. Um, but Taoism, that's more about morals than anything, and that's what I like that shit. Morals, bro. Morals, like especially since I watched the show The Good Place, morals heavily infect me in my life, and that's why sometimes I be looking at people like, why you doing this to my morals, bro? You want me to? Why you doing this? Why you want me to go take out the trash? Why you want me to help you with the trash? Now my morals are in line to where if I don't help you, I'm gonna feel like a bad person, right? Now I gotta help you. Like I hate when niggas play on my morals, and they probably doing it without even knowing they doing it. But it's like in my mind, it's like, bro, why you doing this? Stop doing it. Just leave me alone. Go do it by yourself, right? Because once you ask me to help you with something, it's like now I feel inclined to actually help you. You know, like because now you fuck with my morals, right? Um, so I say, and just growing up, I had I had like a bad time with religion just growing up. Like I would say, what's another thing about religion? Well, another thing I didn't like about it, like, and then it's like the people of the church, they seem like hypocrites, right? So it's like when you go to church, you hear the pastor, the preacher, whatever, preach these things to you, right? And it's like it sounds all good and stuff, right? And then you see the people of the church be so ignorant. They be so like ignorant. They be mean and all this stuff. And then it's like they do this stuff, and then you go back and you look at it saying, "But I thought, according to this, you're not supposed to act that way, right?" And that's just judging, right? Like I'm judging them, saying, why you acting this way when you're supposed to be a Christian? You're supposed to be a good Christian woman. Because most of them were women. Like you barely seen a Christian man, and like you don't see a bunch of Christian men in churches anymore, or at least where I'm from. So you looking at him like you looking at this person like, why you acting like this? Why you being this way, right? And that's just what's happening. That's just But then at the end of the day, I'm sitting back thinking, like, is this something I want to be? The people of this community, of this religion, makes Christianity as a whole look bad. Like, of course, I've seen good examples of Christianity. Of course, I've seen it. That's why I'm a Christian right now. Of course, I've seen good examples, but it's like most of them are bad. Most of the examples I've seen are bad, but the good ones I've seen, like the small good ones I've seen, outweigh the multiple bad ones I've seen, right? Uh, because you see genuine love, and then once you really get into it, you realize that them standards that people try to hold you to, those crazy standards, God not gonna hold you to those standards. Now I ain't trying to make this. I know this video is about religion, but I ain't trying to make a whole recruitment video saying come to my side, come to no. I ain't trying to do that. I'm just telling you my story. Um, I genuinely believe you can believe in whatever you want to believe in, right? Even if it's nothing, you're an atheist. I was an atheist at one point. I ain't really believe in it. I was on the fence, right? So I believe you can believe in whatever you want to believe in, right? And then there's two religions I really heavily wanted to change to. That was either Islam or the 5%ers, right? Islam was because of this book I read from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And then I found out Muhammad Ali, he was an Islam. So when I read the book by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he was just talking about the religion and the culture instead of come from it, and me being a black man, I was like, that's something I want to get into. And I got into it I never said, oh, I'm officially Islamic or nothing like that. But I got into it. I started reading about it and stuff like that, and I realized it's a cool religion, bro. It's cool. You know what I mean? Just like the 5%ers. The 5%ers are kind of like Islam. It was a person who was Islam, and he made it 5%ers. So it's based off of that. But that's more focused towards black men in America, and Islam just just all around black people across the world. Um, that's what I really like about it. That's what I really liked about Islam and the 5%ers, because me being black, and I genuinely don't think there's many people that can argue with me about uh like black power, black excellence, black history and stuff like that. Because like people try to do it. Conquerance, you try to do it. But there's no way I'm finna let you diminish black people for what? Saying, oh, the whole victim. Shut up, nigga. Shut up. There's no victimhood over here, bro. It's just simple facts, bro. I can literally bring up facts from like, what was it? What happened like 2-3 weeks ago, right? When a dude went into a school and started shooting up children. I can bring up another fact that happened down there in Buffalo, right? When another dude literally drove to Buffalo just to shoot up This is shoot up a grocery store full of what? But hey, listen. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You don't want to do the argument with me because I'm so persistent on that. I'm so persistent on it. But yeah, so that like just exploring multiple religions, it all brought me back to the one religion. And now I'm not even finna say I'm like very deep into this one religion or nothing like that. Like I ain't finna go tell you go read the Bible, go to church more. I'm not finna sit here and tell y'all that, right? Because that's not what I'm here to do. It's not. Simply, it's not what I'm here to do. So I'm not gonna go tell you, hey, you should go this way so you can go learn about God and Jesus and the wonderful things He does for all of us. I'm not here to do that, right? Personally, I don't really care what you do with your religion in your life. You know what I mean? Because that's what you do, right? My whole focus here is to help out the youth. Help out the youth become better because there's no good examples, no good role models out here for the youth. That's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? So when it boils down to like religion and just things of that nature, of that magnitude, I realized that religion is what you make it, man. Religion is all about perspective. And I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. Religion is all about perspective. And I say this to a bunch of people. Like, you can get 50 people, you can get 50 different people to read their Bible front and back. And I bet you they all come with a different explanation. It may be similar in some ways, but it's basically going to be different because everybody has a different perspective of the Bible in Christianity. That's why I believe that Christianity, not even Christianity, religion in general is about perspective, bro. Perspective and morals. Once you have those two, you got Christianity down. Perspective and morals. So what do I basically what I want y'all to do is give religion a thought. Think about it. Some of y'all may be religious, some of y'all may not be, but give Christianity a little thought. Give Islam a little thought. Give being Jewish a little thought, right? Give being Hinduism, Buddhism. Give that all a little thought. Circle back to it, right? Taoism. Get a little thought. Because at the end of the day, I urge you to go believe in something. I think it's good to believe in something. That's what I urge you to go do. But if you don't, you don't. But instead of just giving up on religion or whatever, just go give it a second look and see what you find out. And one thing that I really had to do was when it came to religion is this simple thing. The people of that religion, don't hold it against them, right? Don't say, oh, Christianity is bad because of the people. That's what I did. Christianity is good. Forget about the people that's involved in it. Make it your thing. Go do what you want to do with it. I ain't gonna say go do what you want to do. Like go rewrite the entire Bible. No. But like go make it your own, right? Stop letting other people dictate what you believe in. Stop letting those people say, oh, well, I mean, like when you look at it, like, oh my God, they make this look so bad. Stop doing that. Go explore for yourself. Peace out.